bullets, chainsaws, and everything in between on this edition of Game Pass Plus and Beyond. Let's get it. AfrofishOG. What is up, everyone? It's Taylor here from AfrofishOG, and my question for you today is simple. Do you like Warhammer 40k mixed with Doom? Because that is exactly what we are talking about today in this edition of Game Pass Plus and Beyond. Today we are talking about BOLTGUN, a 2023 feature from Aroc Digital and Focus Entertainment, set in the Warhammer 40k universe. Now, I will just be giving off my first impressions of this game because I have recently just saw that it was up, and so I decided to go and try it out. And I have to say, as someone who loves these kind of games, more like games like Proteus or even Doom, of course, a game like this is right up my alley, and 100% I was absolutely stoked to see that this game had a very much of a 90s kind of feel to it. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Warhammer 40k, to be honest with you. I've never played the actual tabletop game or anything like that, but just based off of a game like this, it's really fun. The gameplay starting off is literally what you expect from any kind of game that is this 90s shooter. It's fast paced. There's a lot of enemies. They'll hit you really hard if you're not careful with it. But just like a game like Doom, you are a walking badass. Every step you take feels weighted and heavy. When you jump and land, the ground shakes. When you hit an enemy with your chainsaw, you feel the impact. Even the main gun that you use, which is this bolt gun, has a weight to it that just feels good. The sound design is actually really good in this. I will say 100%. Every time you hit an enemy, you do anything really, you can really hear it, and it sounds very legitimate. It's kind of like how I felt when I played Doom, and when you shot a gun in Doom, you felt like you were right there. This is how I feel with this game. The controls are pretty simple too. Obviously, you have right trigger to fire, your right bumper will throw grenades, and your left bumper gives you like a small little speed boost that I rarely ever used. Now, through the first couple levels of this game, you don't really fight much for enemies. I would just call them simple soldier enemies, and then there's these bigger like health barred enemies. They don't take much to beat. I know that'll change as I move forward, and I will hopefully be able to give a full review of the game when I'm done. However, through my first few impressions, this game has been an absolute thrill ride. The story itself, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really pay too much attention to, not because I didn't care, but because I just don't know. I don't know anything about 40k. So my focus really when it came to the gameplay, was this game going to be fun like Proteus? If you haven't played Proteus, Proteus is an absolute phenomenal game, very similar to this. And last year I had it as in my top 10 list of my favorite games that I played back in 2023. So this game feels very similar. I'm going to go through this one a lot more too to go find out if it's going to stack up just as well. But from what I've been playing, absolutely. So I'm having a great time with it. Have you guys played Warhammer 40k BOLTGUN? Have you not? Do you play Warhammer in general? If you have, let me know. Please do. I would highly recommend it because I want to know. I really want to know. Now, make sure that you check out all my socials down below. I appreciate you guys all for listening. And as always, I'm Taylor from AfrofishOG, and I'll catch you all in the next one.